Hare Krishna, all Vaishnavas. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, sorry, just give me a second. Today I have a bad throat, so please bear with me. Hare Krishna to all Vaishnavas. So we'll be discussing from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3 entitled The Status Quo, Chapter 23 entitled Devahuti's Lamentation, and Shloka 54. Let's start with with invocation, mantras. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavat Yuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishthiki. Hare Krishna. Please recite Shloka 54 along with me. Indriyartheshu sajjantya prasangastvai me kritaha ajanantya param bhavam tathapyastvabhayaya me. Indriyartheshu sajjantya prasangastvai me kritaha ajanantya param bhavam tathapyastvabhayaya me. Indriyartheshu sajjantya prasangastvai me kritaha ajanantya param bhavam tathapyastvabhayaya me. Word meaning, synonyms. Indriyartheshu, to sense gratification. Sajjantya, being attached. Prasangaha, affinity. Tvai, for you. Me, by me. Kritaha, was done. Ajanantya, not knowing. Param bhavam, your transcendent situation. Tathapi, nonetheless. Astu, let it be. Abhayaya, for fearlessness. Me, my. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Not knowing your transcendental situation, I have loved you while remaining attached to the objects of the senses. Nonetheless, let the affinity I have developed for you rid me of all fear. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin Iti Namine Namaha Acharya Padaya Nitya Kripa Pradayane Gaur Katha Damadaya Nagar Grama Tarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya De Shatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate. Jayatam Suruto Pangor Mama Mandamatir Gati Mat Sarvasva Padam Bhoja Radha Madana Mohana Divyat Brindaranya Kalpatrumadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastav Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devam Preshthali Vihi Sevyamano Smarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamshi Bhattatat Stitaha Karshan Venur Swanar Gopi Gopinatha Shriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratsvai Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya Hema Bhadivya छवि सुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय श्री चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। श्री गुरुदीनतारणं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरि ओम तत्सत। So we will read the purport and then discuss. So please read along with me. Devahuti is lamenting her position. As a woman, she had to love someone. Somehow or other, she came to love Kardama Muni, but without knowing of his spiritual advancement. Kardama Muni could understand Devahuti's heart. Generally, all women desire material enjoyment. They are called less intelligent because they are mostly prone to material enjoyment. Devahuti laments because her husband had given her the best kind of material enjoyment, but she did not know that he was so advanced in spiritual realization. Her plea was that even though she did not know the glories of her great husband, because she had taken shelter of him, she must be delivered from material entanglement. Association with a great personality is most important. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya says that sadhu sangha, the association of a great saintly person, is very important, because even if one is not advanced in knowledge, simply by association with a great saintly person, one can immediately make considerable advancement in spiritual life. As a woman, as an ordinary wife, Devahuti became attached to Kardama Muni in order to satisfy her sense enjoyment and other material necessities. But actually, she associated with a great personality. Now, she understood this and she wanted to utilize the advantage of the association of her great husband. Hare Krishna. So, the beginning of the purports is pretty much controversial, even when Srila Prabhupada went to the West and to deal with a statement saying women with less intelligence. So even when we start teaching Bhagavad Gita, so we talk about position and we're talking about Dvija Bandhus, women, laborers, and in the first few chapters of Bhagavad Gita, it's mentioned there. So controversial in the nature, but the sadhus, the acharyas, they have explained and beautifully on this. So Devahuti's journey is, she's got 9 kids, 9 daughters. She's associated for 100 autumns, so that's 100 years, with her husband, completely enjoying the pinnacle of material happiness. Right? Now, the thing is, Kardama Muni does not do any hard work, right? Just like people like us in the material world current. So to be happy, we are pursuing some material designation, and then we earn Lakshmi from that, and then with the Lakshmi we get happiness. But if you see Kardama Muni, he got yogic powers. But how? Not that he tried to attain yogic powers. His aim was Lord Krishna. It is said that once a Vaishnava, a Kevala Bhakti, a Shuddha Bhakti Vaishnava devotee, you will see that he will already attain all these material perfections or yoga siddhis. But at that time, they don't need any sort of siddhis to achieve the Lord, because for them to serve the Lord is enough. Here we will bring out the concept of paradharma. We completed dharma, the way of transcendence, and these are very, very important shlokas in the 2nd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam of 1st canto, and it is upadharma versus paradharma. So Kardama Muni was doing Neshkarmya. Okay, close. He was doing Bhakti Yoga, Neshkarmya, close to doing his duty, but not attached to the result, because that's the condition. He had one condition with Swayambhuva Manu, that as soon as I beget an offspring, I will move back to Lord. So the Paro Dharma versus Upadharma. So we know Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo. This Paro Dharma, it's not the material designated dharmas or duties, not the Pita Dharma, the Pati Dharma, right? The Patni Dharma, the children Dharma. Everyone has got a dharma. Or like yesterday, our Alankar Keshav Prabhuji was asking about Rin. Everyone has an obligation, some sort of a debt to pay to the society, right? May it be at parental level, may it be to the society, may it be to the mother nature, may it be to the demigods. How are we going to satisfy everyone? We cannot. At least in the Kali Yuga, we cannot. So Devahuti, she first followed Upadharma, right? She served her husband to his satisfaction without caring about her condition. So on Seva, it is said in Upadeshamrita, right, in the first two shlokas, to do any kind of activity, especially at the spiritual platform, one should resist or control the 6 urges and the 6 vices. So, how did this come about? Why Upadeshamrita is very important? I'll give you a background to it. I'll get to the point of Devahuti right now. So, Devahuti, she basically controlled her 6 urges for so many years, the 6 vices, we'll get to that, and then she begot the association of her husband at the material platform. Now she realizes, Srila Prabhupada is revealing that he was a devotee, right? And now we are coming to Sadhu Sangha. When they say a woman with less intelligence, please understand that there is a factor called intelligence. It's not that women are devoid of intelligence. So that's the moment someone, especially the female side, when they hear less, so that's it, they get like very angry, volcanic anger. It's less intelligent. Now this less intelligence, Alpa Buddhi, it is also applying to say the people living in today's day and age. Why? Because they do not follow Shastras. So normally a woman is looking at expanding Upadharma, expanding her family's happiness. So that is at the materialistic platform, right? Now the Paro Dharma, in Paro Dharma, it is devoid or it is indifferent to the point whether you are a man or a woman. Gender indifference. It is talking about soul. Material gender indifference. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaja ahetuki apratihata. So this is pure devotion. It's kevala bhakti, ananya bhakti, right? So in this paro dharma, it is at the soul level. So yes, normally in the materialistic world, the men, right, because they are taking care of the external environment, are considered to be more intelligent because they're able to manage the external environment. But corollary, at the same time, women are emotionally more, more perfect compared to a man. So it's the emotional quotient of a woman is very high and the intelligence quotient of a man is very high. So in this emotional, man is less emotional, and a woman is less intelligent. But both have emotion and intelligence. It's not that both of them are devoid. Another reference to intelligence is, when it comes to bhakti, they're talking about spiritual intelligence, vyavasayatmika buddhi. So the application, whether, say we have here many Matajis, right? We even have Gopas and Gopis, especially Gopis, right? So they are having the female body. But when one is doing bhakti, right, various devotional service, then it is vyavasayatmika buddhi, that is spiritual intelligence, the application. So then this category of women being less intelligent does not really apply. Okay? So this is to basically address the first few lines of this purport. Now in the next few lines there is sadhu sangha. Srila Prabhupada is talking about Lord Chaitanya. I have exactly 9 minutes. I want to take, let's see, we'll take the second shloka, let's see. Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Kaye. Then Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Haya. So, it is said that even a moment's association with a devotee, it can, the person who's associating with a Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava, a Kevala Bhakti Vaishnava, that one moment can give that soul perfection in bhakti. That's how important it is for sadhu sangha. That's why whenever there is a Paramhamsas, a sannyasi Vaishnava specifically, right, because all these urges, 6 urges and 6 vices, they've given up, right? That sadhu sangha is the best right now. So we have even at the grahastha level very elevated devotees we can see in the ISKCON circles, right? We can see, even I've met the Sri Sampradayas and from the Madhva Sampradaya, right? There are very elevated grahastha Vaishnavas, right? They're so pure in their practice of tapasya, tapa especially, austerity. One day, Lord Chaitanya, he wanted to visit in Jagannath Puri, he wanted to visit the ocean with his intimate devotees, intimate circle of devotees. He wanted to take a trip. So he went to the ocean. As soon as he saw the blue ocean, it reminded him of the form of Shyamasundara. When he saw the trees in the surrounding areas, that reminded him of Vrindavana. And when he saw the sand at the shore, right, it reminded him of Govardhana. So in Jagannath Puri, after his first 6 years of travel after sannyasa, the last 18 years of his Jagannath Puri stay, it was increasing in ecstasy for Lord Chaitanya. His ecstasy for Krishna would increase so much that he would go for hours and days into ecstatic emotions, right? So he went into ecstasy at the shore in the ocean of Jagannath Puri, and when all the devotees caught him lying down very softly, he gave instructions to these intimate devotees. And one of the intimate devotees, part of this intimate devotee circle, was Rupa Goswami. And what Rupa Goswami did, he then by hearted these instructions and he wrote Upadeshamrit, Sri Upadeshamrit, the 11 shlokas. That's why Srila Prabhupada, or even if you do Bhakti Shastri and all, it is very important we know these 11 shlokas, because Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. Rupa Goswami understood the heart of Lord Chaitanya, and then he produced so many shastras related to bhakti, right? Lord Chaitanya infused his heart with immense bhakti, just like Lord Krishna before the Visarga cycle, he infused Lord Brahma with Vedic knowledge, right? It's comparable. There's a shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya comparing this. So once it was infused, then these 11 shlokas were written. So the first shloka, when we talk about Vacho Vega, Manasaha Krodha Vega, Jivva Vega, Udara Upastha Vega, These are called the 6 urges. We have been asked that we should control these 6 urges. The other day our Mahesh Pandit Prabhuji was also, and I heard from mom also, the shloka, the 6 features of Sharanagati. Anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam. So in this pratikulasya, anukulasya sankalpa means doing things favorable for bhakti. And pratikulasya varjanam means avoiding the unfavorable activities which is against the bhakti. So in this portion of pratikulasya varjanam comes the 6 urges and the 6 vices, right? Atyahara prayashascha, prajalpo niyamagraha chana sangascha lolyam cha, right? So these 6 urges and 6 vices, they are said to be a stepping stone to bhakti. It is not meant to be entirely bhakti. Okay? When you come to the platform of bhakti, the devotional service, then you will see it's different, and we are already seeing that. So what our acharyas did, that these 6 urges and 6 vices, so something like vacho vegam. So in this you have the demand or the urge of speech. Not our acharya said, okay, since we cannot control this, do Krishna katha. Then vacho vega manasa, right? The impulse, okay, the impulse of the mind, right? So they said, okay, think about Krishna. Then krodha vega, the impulse of anger, right? Now he says, the Guru Parampara says, okay, divert these angers against the offenders of Lord and the devotees. So these 6 urges, how the Guru Parampara has made us do Krishna Bhakti. Okay, because we cannot do tapasya. These 6 urges, if you can control this or resist this is known as tapasya, austerities, and one who's doing is tapasvi. But our aim is not that. Our aim is Sambandha Krishna, Abhideya Bhakti, Prayojana Prema. That is our aim. So our aim is not bodily related, but using the subtle and gross body to, as much as we can, Krishna conscious activities. So here Devahuti, she is realizing this. So her Sangha right now was like a Jana Sangha. She utilized her husband, her devotee husband, for material gratification. But she is realizing this, that he is a great devotee. She's lived with him for many years now. She has realized his activities. That if I associate with him, then she is begging her husband, please give me fearlessness. So like Mamiji was saying in the other class, that what is the best fearlessness that can be given to us is Abhaya Dan. That is spiritual knowledge. That is the best fear. Of course, her husband will give, time is up. Okay, her husband will give best, fearlessness gift to the wife. That's in the future. Another part of this purport is, besides the sadhu sangha, we need to realize that when we do sadhu sangha, how to utilize their time. We should do Vaishnava Sevana. Once we start asking questions, just like in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, the sadhus headed by Shaunaka Rishi asked the right questions to Suta Goswami, the 6 questions. So this is how we should ask. But sometimes when you do Vaishnava Sevana, you don't need to ask questions. Sometimes the Vaishnava will have mercy on you and immediately give you some instruction or give you some realization, right? There is this incident that Lord Chaitanya, this happened right after Lord Chaitanya showed, it's an Adi Leela, Nityananda, the 6 forms, 6 arm forms, the 4-arm form and 2-arm form. After this, he met a devotee called Shuklambara Brahmana. Shuklambara was begging from Lord Chaitanya when he was in a Kirtana, and he had a bag, a begging bag, but it was full of raw rice. Right? Now Lord Chaitanya loved this devotee. So he took the bag of the rice, raw rice, and he ate the entire rice. Now none of the devotees, his intimate circle, stopped him from that. Right? He says, okay, he's very happy, he's ready to have, he wants to have it, so no one can interfere in his basically intimate dealing with Shuklambara Brahmana. So because Lord Chaitanya became very happy with this association, in 2 shlokas he taught the meaning of living in Kali Yuga to Shuklambara Vaishnava. He basically first told him the Harir Naam Eva Kevalam. It is from Brihanaradeya Puran. He taught him that Harir Naam, Harir Naam, Harir Naam Eva Kevalam. 3 times Harir Naam, 3 times Harir Naam. Kalau Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva. 3 times Nastyeva. That no other process, Jnana, okay, Tapa, Yoga, Karma, none of these processes can take you to Krishna except for chanting the Lord's name. Then he also told him another shloka that Kali Kala Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara. That for the age of Kali, you have to chant the holy name of the Lord, right? And this is going to get you across. 1 is material miseries, 2nd Vaishnava Sangha, 3rd to the lotus feet of the Lord, because then you have mercy of the Vaishnavas, right? So time is up. All right, I tried covering as much as it. All right, Hare Krishna devotees, I'll end my class here. Sorry for 2 minutes extra. If anyone has any questions, please put it in the forum now, and then we can go to the next session. Hare Krishna.